Hey guys, Sean, Leslie the Verdomies. Since the over drilling mishap of the CO2 restrictor in my salt supply, I've reverted back to my early model test rig. Quick refresher, this one is drilled wide open, and I was running a ball bearing inside to meter the air because the bolt spring wasn't strong enough to properly reset the bolt, so I was getting a little bit of stutter, fart, machine gun, whatever you want to call it. I did try a TIPX bolt spring in this, and it still farted. And that spring is sorry, is much stronger than the factory salt spring that's in here. But I have a new spring in here. But I had to do something that's probably frowned upon. So I'm not going to share it yet, but I wanted to share that it's functioning. And of course, none of my projects are ever dead. I'm always finding a workaround. So no ball bearing inside this guy. CO2. And I have to breech load each ball. So that's what I'll do for this test. Puncture. Ball on the barrel, that is a Grimberg Jewel, an 8 gram V2. .250. That's actually significantly lower than the test that I had just done, but nevertheless, it's proving that a wide open valve can function. .246. .226. Now you can see that big drop. It is wide open. Oops. .218. Last one. .188. Clearly see it is functioning perfect, but this does show me something. I don't want to run a valve wide open. That FPS, although strong from the start, it falls much too fast, and that's it. Those two blanks at the end are not enough to tell me that there's enough CO2 in there to fire 5. That sounds confusing, but I would like to have maybe 5 blanks at the end. That tells me I'm, in my experience, that I've used the CO2 to its maximum potential. 2, you see what happened? FPS fell right off there. Whoops. I'm not going to drill. Well, I'm gonna recommend don't anybody drill the valve wide open, not unless that's what you're looking for. But what I am gonna do is take the salt that I over drilled at 2 millimeters and put this spring in, and then we're gonna see what it does, because it stuttered just a little, so I'm probably right on the edge of that maximum amount that I can push that. So I think this spring might solve that. So stay tuned. Ooh, you know what I just remembered? And I'm staring right at it. I'm running a FSC back cap on this, so that totally affected the velocity and the shot count there. So We're definitely going to have to see just running the factory air valve cap and see what this entails. It might actually be better.